And we're live. Hello, everybody. Now I've got to turn my volume down before it cuts
hang
in
on,
and
I've got
pisses
to
everybody
turn
off.
mine down.
Uh, hey, everybody. Look at everybody in chat. That's still saying waiting for me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's quite a delay. There we go. It's muted.
There we go. There it is. Fucking
All
massive
right.
delay.
Okay. Hey, everybody. What's happening?
Well, this is so slow today.
Yeah. So, who we got? Oh, we'll do a quick run through chat before more people show up, if anyone does. Paul Price, my neighbour. How are you, buddy?
Hello,
Been a nice
Paul.
day today. Really nice
Hello,
day to
Dom.
hear.
Hello,
Dominic's
Dom.
there. Bill's
Hello,
Rat's
Paul.
there.
Hello, Paul. Bilge.
Sue's there. Ice
Hey,
Queen 7.
Sue.
There's Sue. And Wombat Models is there.
Hey, Bat.
And that is it at the moment. There we go. Aren't I good? So we're missing someone. If in case anyone hasn't noticed,
Peter's not here.
That's right. That's right. He couldn't make it. No, Jace, our outlaw paints man at the moment, is a bit busy with work and family, so couldn't make it today, unfortunately. But I'm sure he'll make up for it next week. So, what else we got? Other thing is, you may notice the little ticker going along the bottom of the screen there is RIP for Jim. Those of you who know Jim and his channel, unfortunately, he passed away. Had a heart attack, totally unexpected, and big loss. Quite caught me out by surprise. I'd only spoken to him a few weeks earlier, and of course, quite often when I was over there in Thailand where he lives. But anyway, a loss, a big loss. So what's happening? What's happening in the chat?
Sue called me her lovely. So, hello, my gorgeous Sue.
Making me jealous already.
Well, of course you are, mate.
She just hasn't got her glasses on, I'm sure. Paul's saying good afternoon, and should I try and get messages in chat? Oh, I can try. There we go. RIP to Jim. Yep. Dominic saying hello to Alex. And Bill's telling Dom it's beer o'clock. And
I went out last night.
Good.
Went out to a pub with people I used to work with. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it was someone's birthday, so we went and got drunk for her birthday. Then I felt feeling really crook when I was coming home in the Uber. So I wound down the window, and he got a bit cranky with me, and I said, no, I feel sick, mate, so I need the fresh air. And he goes, oh, okay. And he was Brazilian, but such a lovely guy, great talk, really, really good talk, and he wanted to go a different way. I said, no, can we just drive along the coast? So we drove along the coast, and I showed him where I grew up and everything. So
yeah. Oh, so he didn't throw up out his window and all down the side of his car?
No. I remember when I came back from East Timor a bit before HMAS Darwin did, so they have shoulder reconstruction, and we went out to a place called the Left Bank, which is in Fremantle, and we're in the taxi going back. It's about a Fremantle to Rockingham. You're looking at it's a good 45-minute drive, half-hour drive. Anyway, we're in the taxi because we didn't have Ubers back then, and my mate Coco, who looks like the Cocoa Pops monkey, he does.
That's a pity. Yeah.
But he was in the back seat, and he was in the front seat. So I was in the back seat because I picked up a girl. Anyway, I was sitting there, and you could hear him. He started doing the old sort of sound. He goes to the taxi. he goes, taxi, I've got to pull over. So I might be sick. He goes, taxi driver goes, no, you'll be right. I'm not pulling over. And I said, mate, if he's saying he's going to be sick, he's going to be fucking sick. Taxi driver didn't pull over. Then the next thing in to see Coco. Because he's just come back. So he hasn't had a drink for days. And we got really pissed. So we were smashed. And I was having my arm in a sling. But his power puked all over the fucking windscreen of the fucking taxi.
Jeez.
And the taxi went off. I said, mate, I fucking told you. And he kicked us out of the taxi. So we had to get another taxi.
Oh, God.
And Peter's very upset with me, everyone, because I'm growing tomatoes and chilies and lettuce and all that sort of stuff. And he says I'm typical military because I'm growing all these tomatoes, bringing them up, nurturing them, growing them and everything like that. And then I eat them. He said it's just like that. You go to different countries all around the world, then you kill the people.
Yeah.
Fuck, Peter, what else do you do with tomatoes? I know you have sex with them.
You buy them at the supermarket. You don't grow them yourself and bring them up like children. You just go straight to the supermarket. Straight to the supermarket, buy them off the shelf. They're already been dosed up with, what is it, DNA and all the other chemicals and stuff to make the bananas bigger and the apples juicier. It's all been done for you. You don't have to, you know. Anyway, I don't eat vegetables anyway, so I'm a vegetarian.
There we go. Beer Chase is here.
What do you call a person who doesn't eat vegetables but eats meat?
A carnivore.
That's me. Yeah, I'm a carnivore. I'm a clown carnivore. Beer Chase is there. Hey there.
Yeah, I said that.
Yes. All right.
So, tomorrow I have an MRI.
Land mullet. I'm not going to swear. I don't swear.
Bullshit.
So, no. Go play hide and fragging yourself, land mullet. Land mullet. He has a way of words, doesn't he?
Well, it's just a person that doesn't go to
They taste better when you grow them yourself. Oh, bullshit. Come on. Look, it's only because they're fresher. All right? They haven't been sitting in a freezer somewhere in a warehouse for 6 months and brought out and thawed on the shelves into the supermarket. That's why they taste better. That's why I love Thailand for the fresh food. In fact, I'll eat vegetables in Thailand. I won't eat them here. Oh, she's yelling back at me. I'm in trouble now. There you go. Not going to get called lovely ever again.
No, you're not. No. But anyway, tomorrow I've got a MRI on my shoulder, so things are looking up to getting my shoulder fixed. So I might be able to.
That's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they need to go a little bit higher to the right and do your head while they're there. Oh, I'm rolling. I'm on a roll. Yeah, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do this. There we go. That's better. Now you're in charge.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to sit back and you can do all the talking.
No.
That's right. Yeah, chemically ripened. That's what they are. Anyway, Dominic's saying, Pete, the trick is to grow it without all that genitalia. What? Oh, germicalia. Then the tomatoes are smaller by 10 times, but 10 times tastier. So I agree with Hibbo, on the right track. Oh, there you go. You got a supporter.
Yeah, I've got most of them. Most of the people are supporting my fucking premise, not yours.
Beer Chaser says it's not sprayed with wax to keep them shiny. Sorry.
How do you get sex out of wax?
I don't know. Hibbo's head looks like a dropped pie. That's not funny. Just be nice. That's terrible. Let's say things like that. Nasty.
Very
my gosh. While you're here, guys, 9 watching, only 8 thumbs up. Just saying. Yeah, all good. Yeah, so you're saying your shoulder's getting an MRI.
Yes,
And
tomorrow.
then you're going to have to get keyhole surgery.
Depending, it could be a full open stabilisation or open reconstruction again. So,
Again.
Yeah, I've had 2.
Oh, God, they can't. Isn't there a limit?
Don't know.
My phone's ringing. My
Who is
phone's
it?
ringing.
Who is it?
It's my mother.
Oh, hi, Mum.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, there you go.
Live.
You actually call a mother on your phone. Fuck.
Yeah, I do. I need to be able to tell from a distance to hit that hang up button to make sure I don't answer it.
There you go. Are you going to accept Sue's challenge?
What's this? I have a challenge for you, Pete. Eat a tomato from the supermarket, then eat one that has been homegrown. You'll notice the difference. Yeah, they probably both taste terrible. No, I'm not a fruit I'm not a tomato. I'm not a vegetarian vegetable person. I don't. My mother used to say to me, and still does, I might make that fact, for the last 30, 40 years, to eat your vegetables, Pete. Yeah? Well, I haven't for that long, and I'm fine. Really. This is not because I don't eat vegetables. There's lots of other reasons why I'm like this, but we won't go there here. Yeah. Here we go. Beer chaser. I've had 3, can't have any more. Only have half a collarbone now. Yeah, that's what I mean. See, you can only reconstruct so many times. Otherwise, your shoulder's going to be like one of those Django things.
Well, they'll replace it then.
Like a hip replacement. Can they do shoulders? Shoulders pretty complicated.
Yeah, do shoulder replacement's easy.
Okay. Oh, James is there from Gold to Boldly Go Model Works. G'day, James.
Hello, James. Don't know James.
James is. Oh, James. Everyone knows James. You're not in the social arena enough.
No, well, I work too much, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't have time to spend all day on fucking YouTube.
I've had the only surgery I've had was on my shoulder actually. So keyhole surgery. Yeah.
Yes.
And that was compo from work. 3 months of rehab afterwards. Had to learn how to use my shoulder again, my whole arm. Bad, not fun.
No, it's not a nice fucking. They reckon recovery from a shoulder reconstruction is worse than a knee. So usually with the knee, you're up and you can walk again that same day. So
yeah, okay.
Shoulder.
Trauma from my bike accident. Yeah, I do. Every time I see a cat now, I start shaking and getting short of breath. I've got a phobia of cats now. Tomato is a fruit. Ah, thank you. Is it?
Yes, it's got seeds.
But so does watermelon.
That's a fruit.
So do bananas.
That's a fruit.
Oh, rightio. I'm out of here. Okay, moving on.
Potatoes don't. That's a vegetable. Cabbage doesn't. That's a vegetable. Well, anything does that make?
Fun fact.
Does that make pumpkin a fruit?
Well, there you go. It'd have to be.
Because that's got seeds. Does that make?
I don't know.
So does that make cannabis a fruit because that gets seeds? How's the banana a fucking herb? I'm gonna check that.
Hey Harry. Banana's a herb.
A banana, a herb.
Google will know. Stuff at the supermarket is tasteless. I know, but where else are you going to get stuff around here or anywhere?
Well, there you go. Bananas are both a fruit and not a fruit. While the banana plant is colloquially called a banana tree, it's actually a herb distantly related to ginger. There you go. Well, thank you for enlightening me with that. That's very interesting. Very interesting
Okay.
indeed.
So now you're going to plant banana tree in your backyard? Grow herbs?
No,
No, just stick with parsley.
no, I got basil. I'm gonna get coriander because I love coriander.
I got tons of them. I got a whole heap, man. I got a bottle of mixed herbs. It's got heaps in there.
Christ.
I just sprinkle it over my lamb chops. Beautiful.
Oh, Peter. And what do you eat? What do you eat with your lamb chops?
Chips, fries, everything. The potatoes, mate. They're potatoes. They're vegetables. They're beer battered. Even better, beer battered fries. How's that?
Oh my lord!
Look, even James knows bananas are herbs. I didn't know that. Someone's saying hello to Paul. Oh yes, there's hello to Paul. Grow it, Peter. Grow it, Peter. I haven't heard someone say that to me for a while. Oh, where's this going? Starting to get like Ice Queen 7 string. Getting into the gutter. Let's get back out. All right.
No, Peter doesn't need a slap, Stu, because that'll turn him on more.
Harry wants to know, what are monkey's nuts then? The cannabis is a herb. That's true. I know that. What's this? Wombat. Fruit comes from the flowering plant. Look, he's just copy and paste this. That's cheating. Part of the plant that contains seeds. Vegetables are the edible parts of a plant, such as leaves, stems, roots, and bulbs. See, he's copied that from David Attenborough's Wildlife of the Plants.
David Attenborough? You
wiki.
mean Attenborough?
Yeah, Attenborough. I can't. Whatever. It's a strange name. Who needs a slap? There we go. Oh.
My black cockies have gone, Peter. They're not here anymore.
No, Bilge, I can't put stuff on my balcony. The parrots will eat it. And talking about cocks, you got something to say there, haven't you, Hibbo?
What? No, I was
Black ones.
My black cockatoos have gone.
There we go. He's got two black. You got two black what out there?
There were 5 black cockatoos with red tails. Wombat's missus told him about that. We know Wombat can't read.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Peter's been smoking his herbs. No, I don't smoke. Not anymore. You tell him, Bilge. My parakeets will eat his plants. That's right. You see, they will. Can't have that. Didn't copy. The wife told me that.
I said that.
Monkey's nuts belong to Sue, Pete. That's right. That's right. Loves a black. Yes, says Beer Chaser. We're not going to get censored here.
I'm not saying any of that.
No. So, back on to modelling, but we weren't even talking that yet, have we? So.
No, I haven't said anything about modelling. I'm not doing
No.
anything. I haven't done anything since I've been home. Actually, no, I have. I've done a little bit since I've been home. I've done that.
Oh, wow.
And that. And paint those. That's it. Did that yesterday.
Wow.
And I'm going to get a beer, I'll be back.
Well, I've been doing the opposite. I literally woke up at 2 o'clock this morning, got up, took a pee, then thought, I'm going to make a coffee. So I made a coffee, and then back over there, I looked at the desk, turned on the light, and I've been pretty much there all day. And it's now 12, 13, 14, 15, nearly 15 and a half hours later. Oh boy, I've done the equivalent of 2 videos worth of work on that Formula One car. I'm just hooked on it. I can't stop. I'm addicted. Oh, there it is. There's the rust.
Yes.
Look at that. Rust. Let's just bring you up on full screen. I can do that. There we go. That looks really good, actually.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was
Yeah.
really impressed with that. The roof. So
The
tomorrow
roof.
I'll probably the roof.
The roof. There's a song with that, isn't there? The roof. The roof. Is it?
Yeah, and all that purple spots, all the rust bubbles. That's a good
Okay.
mark. So when I paint over it, it's going to look a lot better.
Very good. That's nice.
So I'll get stuck into that. I'll get stuck into that little bit of that tomorrow, I reckon. So I'm enjoying it. Like I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. Actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, Dominic. I agree. And once I leave this country, I'll start looking for one. I'm sure it won't take me long. Yes. You can grow herbs on your kitchen windows still. Yes, still. No excuses, Pete.
You can.
Yeah, look, plants. Do you want to? I'll tell you a quick. I've got a plant. I do have a plant here. All right. It's outside my front door at the top of the stairwell, sitting on my little box beside my door there. Maybe I should get it. All right. I will. Just hang on a sec. You got to see this. It's worth it.
Fucking hell. Oh dear. I'm sorry, people. Peter's a bit of a loose case. Yeah. He's a strange cat. He's a very, very strange cat. So, strange cat indeed, Peter is.
Okay, so
One of the strangest cats I've ever met.
my mother, that's all I'm going to say, sent me my birthday present this year. This year's birthday present was a plant. Isn't that nice? And here it is. There you go. Look, isn't that beautiful? Hey?
She didn't send you a fucking fake plant.
Yeah, it's a cauliflower. I reckon it's a cauliflower plant. Plastic. That was my birthday present for this year. It's okay. She's not watching this.
Well, doesn't she like you?
She does. Just yeah, it's a bit unusual. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Well, at least it's not going to die.
Well, we know where you'll get your from.
No, I don't. Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on. Tin roof rusted. That's what the roof. That's what I was thinking of. The roof. No, there's another song. The roof is on fire. What was that song? You know, the roof is on fire. Oh. Anyway, but tin roof rusted. That's another good one. Yeah, good one. Thank you. All they need is light and water. Yeah, I could grow some over on the bench there if I had room. No, it's not going to happen.
The song of the name's "The Roof Is on Fire."
Hey?
The name of the song is "The Roof Is on Fire" by the Bloodhound Gang.
There we go. See? Got kicked in the guts again. My classic plastic 101 build got destroyed by my bloody dogs. Oh, no. Really? Oh, that's no good. There it is. You can play it because we're not monetized. YouTube can't. Yeah, that's it. The roof is on fire.
Burn, motherfucker.
Right, that'll get us in trouble. Very good. Talk about going on a tangent. How many Red Bulls there?
I got to get a new watch battery for my G-Shock because the battery's flat.
Oh, okay. There we go. Someone knew that. I don't wear a watch because I have a phone. Go figure.
I'll wear a watch.
I have a watch. Do you want a watch? Can I send you a watch? I can't get rid of this watch. Hey?
Is that from Thailand?
Yeah, look at it. It's still
Yeah,
ticking. It's a year now, and it's still ticking. It
no, I'm
works.
right. I'm right. Thanks, mate.
And the right. Oh no, it's not the right time. Is it? Oh, it's set an hour. Yeah, it works good. Trust me.
No,
50
I've
bucks.
got. I
50
appreciate the
bucks.
offer, mate, but I've got a few watches. Got a lot of
All
surf.
right. Hang on. Bill just sent me a photo. Oh, Bill, I'm going to show this. I have to show this. Oh, this is sad. All right. Bill just sent me look what his dog did. Look at that. Oh no.
Bill, fuck.
Man.
You don't have much luck, old Bilge, does he?
You know, when I moved to Thailand, I do want to get a pet. Like, I'd like to get a dog. I haven't had a dog since I was a kid. And I can't have one now because I'm just not home enough. But, man, that would, yeah, I know how you feel, man. That would be terrible.
Well, there you go. If you go to Thailand and get a dog, there's a couple of days worth of food.
Well, there you go. Especially if it has puppies, it'd be even better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then I got a couple of months worth.
You could have dog veal.
See, who needs to grow vegetables? I'll just breed dogs. Oh. Sorry, Sue.
Oh, Sue, Pete told me about that, so I'm gonna watch it.
Yes. Yeah, tell me about it. How am I getting on? I can't stop watching it. I will admit I took a break from modelling today, and I've sat down for 2 hours and watched another 2 episodes of season 2. Yeah, that's the second time. What was the other series she got me onto? The one that I've watched all of them now. Anyway, the one with the cowboys, Yellowstone. Yeah, that was good too. But this thing, and I don't know, it's 5 seasons. Holy shit! Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. Don't go to Korea, Pete. Dog City. Yeah. Oh, listen, I have. No, I won't tell the story.
You've eaten dog, I know.
Yeah. Or China is. Yeah.
China's more bats, which causes
The bats.
the global pandemic.
No, that's not how it happened.
It is so.
It isn't. Someone got out of that friggin' bio place near the Wuhan market there, went home, stopped in, grabbed some wet market bat meat for dinner, went home, and that's how it started, man.
No,
but I think they were already infected because I think they got it in the lab. I think there was an accident in the lab because you think about it. If there was anything like that happen, you think they're going to tell the public? No way. No way.
It's like AIDS and HIV. That was all done by some African bloke who fucked a monkey in Africa.
Well, that's what they say, eh? I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, how? I mean, you don't hear about HIV anymore. I remember when it first made headlines in Australia. I can remember the day I first heard about it, and everyone was freaking out. Like, you wouldn't touch handles or anything like that. It was just like so. Looking back now, it was blown way out of proportion.
What's that? The AIDS thing?
Well, the way you could catch it, like everyone was saying, you don't talk to gay people because you'll get it, or you don't sit on a public toilet because you'll get it, and all this shit. It's just like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, meowing, nice. Yeah, we had a Chinese restaurant right next door to a vet, and the stories that came through that Chinese restaurant. Oh, geez. Bill says we had no stray cats. Oh, that's at least that's one advantage.
Oh dear. God, we're bad people. We really see. I'm lucky. because I'm going over to Mum's house tonight for a roast. Oh, excuse me. I went to Costco yesterday. And Pete knows this story, but I bought a 5.5 kilo rolled leg of pork. So I've cut it up, about probably 2.5, maybe 3 kilos for tonight. But then I've got cut the rest for me and my mum to have. Like she can have half and I'll have the other half. And I'm putting it on my new Weber rotisserie that I got for the baby Q the other day. And I had a roast chicken on Friday night when I got home from work on the Weber roast or the Weber rotisserie. And it's a short on YouTube, so go and have a look at that. It was awesome. Hey, bros. And also have a look at all my other shorts on YouTube as well, because I'm doing shorts every time I go away. And I've had something like 19,000 views in 2 weeks, which I'm pretty happy with. So I'm over 1% of the way to get monetized.
For something completely different to what your channel's about.
Yeah, to get my 10 million shorts views.
Don't they call that clickbait?
I'm over 1% of the way.
How did what's this?
The roast chalk.
Oh.
It was yum. It was yum. So good.
Bilge, I think we should have a moment's silence. Whilst everyone, I'll tell you what, how about I put up that video, because there's a few people here that weren't on my live stream.
Go on.
Do you want me to? All right, I'm going to play a video that Jim took fairly recently, and just to give an idea of who he was. Where are we? Video file. Let's see if I can do this. There it is. Okay, here we go. It just goes for about 3 minutes, all right? Okay, here we go.
Welcome to...
Oh, sorry, we'll get that back. There it is.
Land of Smiles, July 2023. This is outside my house. Leck and I live here. They just had the road paid recently, so we have secure front fences, but not big high ones you can't see through. As you can see, we have paddocks on either side of us. That paddock in the moment is under rice. Walking in the gate. And to the left, as I pan around, you'll see what's called the Little House. It's a shrine that the Thais use to honour their forebearers, their ancestors. And every week they do something there. Oh, we have our little visitors. We've had some chicks born, and Mum really looks after them. The cats won't go anywhere near her. It's really funny. They walk straight past and she just ignores them. Okay, moving up the driveway. See some beautiful palms on either side. This is my problem. I've got two massive coconut trees, and they are tall. And I'm a bit worried about whether they're going to fall. And if they do fall, they'll fall on the fence. But we'll see if we can find someone to handle them. Walking around the driveway, we have a carport. You can see the front door there. Beautiful teak wood front doors. The carport, my motorbike. Side garden, the container I bought from Australia, which is just full of my junk. Grass at this time of year grows very quickly. Walking up towards the back of the property. Most of these are herbal plants for looking after ourselves. Outside garden setting. Continually with the palm trees dropping leaves, I have to cut them off and pick them up. In the back we have the old swimming pool, which I no longer use because the pumps are all gone, but I keep it full of fish and the neighbours use it for the food, they're very poor, so they get free feed here. Looking across to our balcony where we have our breakfast and lunch. It's a beautiful spot, and especially at night too, with the breeze blowing through. Just after I walked back inside, down came the rain, and boy did it come down. This is typical. This will last for just a few minutes and it'll just be a total downpour. And it's fantastic. It freshens everything up. Please help support the channel by buying me a coffee for as little as $1. Thank you. Okay, thanks for watching.
There you go. Jim's house in Thailand. But glad I wasn't wearing headphones. Yeah, sorry, it got a bit loud there. So yeah, anyway, there we go. Missed by many, he will be.
Oh, fucking hell. Bloody earth.
Where else we got? Just trying to catch up. Who else? Is anyone else in there? No. Where are we? Glad I wasn't wearing headphones. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm glad that worked. I haven't tried that with a video before, but I might be able to try that more often. Okay. I'm just going to take that off now. Remove. All good. So what's happening? Oh, and also I'm talking this to Hibbo earlier. One of Jim's videos that he was doing was for a army military truck that he was building, the Southwest model. How are you, mate?
Hey, chum.
And he started building it.
Hey, we've got to do as Jace would do. Chunky!
That's it.
Hey, Chunky!
Yeah, so I'm just going to build. He got up to part 2 of the truck. He never finished it, and in the video he mentions me being his inspiration because he builds trucks more often now since I built the Mini Art truck, which he also built. So what I did was on Friday I found it and ordered it online. It should come on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll build it and finish it for him. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if I'm going to videotape the build or not. I might just do parts of it, but otherwise I might just do that myself and then show a little progress and then the truck in the end.
Just show it at the end, though.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
because that's a pretty personal build, that one. So
yeah. Okay.
And everyone's pretty sick and tired of seeing your videos anyway, so.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. A new video starts next week. The one that the people voted for. The people voted for that one, and it's
the people voted.
Yes. Yeah, I put the vote up.
Okay, so I just want to get something clear here. For people that are voting in this referendum coming up in Australia, make sure...
There is one? Oh.
Yes, Peter, you know exactly there's one. Make sure you write no, don't do a cross, because if you do a cross, the no won't count. So, but if you do a tick, it will. So you can see they're trying to really, really push this through. So the more people that write the word no, the better. So, yeah.
Well, hang on. Wait a minute. So what you're saying is that what's the question going to be?
I don't know the full question.
All right, but so you want to vote no, is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
But if you write yes, that's no?
No. If you write yes, that means the yes vote will count. If you write the word no, that means your no vote will count. But
if
you're
you
one of
put
these
it
people,
cross through it,
if you
then that,
put a cross in the box, it will be a non-valid response to the question. But if you put a tick, you will have that. That would be voted as, or that would be classified as a yes. So the way they should, because we've got so many people that don't.
why don't they let you do it both ways, cross or a tick's the same thing?
Because it's part of the referendum. Because most people, when you're filling out forms where you've got to do a check the box, most people do a cross. So people, the government reckons that, or the Australian Electoral Commission reckons that will be too hard for us.
No, it would be less confusing for everybody because then you can't get it wrong.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and it's still not gonna cut through. The voice won't win.
I don't know what's happening anyway. Like I say,
there you go.
I don't even know it's even happening. Okay. Well, Randy's there. Hello, Randy. G'day, mate. Hey there. And Brody saying, "Where's the grumpy fella? Celebrate a bit hard after Paris win. Did Parramatta win? Did they? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, Brisbane won yesterday, and this is ridiculous. Last week, West Coast Eagles lost, right? Which they pretty much gave up their number one draft pick in the upcoming draft. So North Melbourne, all they had to do was lose yesterday, and they would have kept their number one draft pick. But they went out and won, so they now have lost their number one draft pick. You look at it going, oh my God, you guys are down. Well, why would you go out and try to win a game when you're going to get the number one draft pick? And it's just like, this is ridiculous. I had a big debate about it last night with someone at this party I was at. They're North Melbourne supporters. I said, your team's fucking useless. And I even got a stamp on my wrist. I haven't had a stamp on my wrist for years. So that's your question right there.
Yeah, I just looked at that. Yeah. But don't they already have a voice? I mean, they're making all these changes. Somebody's speaking up.
Well, in 1967, the Australian people voted yes to have Aboriginal people recognised in the Constitution as a one person, right? So every single person in Australia is classified as an Australian citizen or Australian, right? So what they want to do is have another advisory body, which will then look after anything to do with or anything that can affect Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
But hang on, we're all one people. So why are they segregating it now?
Exactly. And this is why people like you have to vote. You have to get in there and do it, Peter, because the more people that are so blasé about it, it's going to get up, and the life we know will change, because there's three parts to this voice. There's recognition, truth-telling, and treaty. As soon as we get a treaty in place into this country, then comes reparations, then comes paying the rent, then comes compensation. So it's ridiculous. And Randy, we have a 3% population of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in Australia. We have 11 elected members of Parliament in the Australian government, federal government, which equates to something like 21% of people in Australian Parliament as elected officials in Australian Parliament are Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. So,
well, they're doing pretty well already, aren't they? Why do we need this?
Exactly. So we've also got the National Indigenous Advisor, Australians Advisory or something, which gets $6.4 billion a year that they get to spend, and no one knows where this money comes from. So, yeah, it's also where this money goes, I should say. It doesn't go to the communities where it's required. There's a school in Alice Springs called the Yiparinya School. It's an Aboriginal only school, and they've asked for a boarding house to be built, and the Australian government has totally ignored it. And The last government actually had money set aside for it, but this Albanese government, who's spending $376 million or $365 million on this referendum, is not putting any of this money into looking after the people he's trying to get this this voice in for. He's a communist. He's a piece of shit, and he's also even said he hasn't read the other 26 pages of this Uluru statement. And he also says he got asked how much the cost of petrol was. I don't know, because I don't go and fill up my car anymore. Last time I did was $1.80. Well, mate, you should know because you're running the country. You should know how much cost of living is affecting Australians. It's the same all over the world. But
well, I think that the how about giving a voice to all the Italians, Greeks, Lebanese, all the other nationalities that live here, all the other religions, the Muslims, everybody else? Yeah. Don't they all deserve a voice too? Because that's where it's headed. It's like you got to draw a line somewhere, you know. If you want to all be Australian, we're all Australian, and yet you're segregating out, you know, people's separate again. It's like,
the thing also is you get people that are so far left. Like Albanese has also come out, and he said the other week, or a couple of days ago, he said, once I'm no longer the Prime Minister, I will go back to the hard left socialist faction of the ALP. So he's come out pretty much straight out, bang, I'm a socialist, I'm far left. So he's like, he's as far left as you can go without being a communist. And he was actually a member of the Australian Communist Party before the Australian Communist Party was outlawed in Australia. So
really?
He's a piece of shit. He's dangerous. He blames everything on the war in Ukraine when it's got nothing to do with the war in Ukraine. It's things like the truckies tax.
I just can't stand his voice.
Oh,
God, it's like chalk down a board to me. Oh.
But the truckies tax is put an extra 5% or 25% or something. I can't remember the exact percentage on truckies. They have to pay extra. So to bring food over, your food's gone up straight away because they've got to recover this tax. And he said,
why?
He said 37 times before the election that the power prices in Australia were going to go down $270 a year. Well, they haven't.
Of course not.
New South Wales, sorry, Victoria, just recently, theirs has gone up $400 a year on average. So I mean, let's think about it.
I agree, Dom.
Oh, so no, this is serious and this is important. People need to know what is going on.
So when's this vote? When is it?
He hasn't announced it yet, but it should be October 14.
Well, let me know because I will go and do this, but I don't listen to the news. It's been over 12 months since I've turned on any news channel on TV, radio, or anything. Well, I only overhear things.
You don't have to. You don't have to watch the news or listen to anything about this because you know every Sunday you're going to know because I'll be telling you what the fuck's going on in the country.
That's right. You're my source. That's all I need.
Yeah. And what Brody said, the Premier in New South Wales wants to spend millions of dollars building a fucking statue outside Suncorp Stadium for the 4th place bloody Matildas. If they won, yeah, they came 4th. You know, why are we wasting money on building a statue for women's soccer who didn't even win? You know, it's just fuck, mate.
It's so good not having to deal with any of this frustration and build up because you don't listen to all this crap.
I'll get cranky. I'll get really cranky. And it's like tonight when I'm over at Mum's house, I'm going to have 3 or 2 socialists that are going to be there. My uncle and my auntie are both. Well, my uncle's not so much, but my auntie's a socialist. And
interesting conversations.
Oh, we do. And well, I'm going to try not to tonight, but something will be brought up. And I'll probably get in trouble because I'll swear. But, yeah, it's just... Yeah. You should hear me and my dad. Fuck, it's funny when I'm on the phone to my dad. We'll ring up and everything's... Like we were today when we first started talking, like at 2:30 or whatever. everything's happy. We're all fucking championship. Well, that's what happens with me and Dad. Then we'll start talking about something. Then all the crankiness comes out. It's just like I'm so fucking over this.
Because the subject goes to all the shit that's happening in the world.
Yeah. But,
I can't argue with my dad. My dad watches the news constantly. He's full on into politics and all that. And because I don't watch any of it, when he brings up a subject, I haven't got a leg to stand on because I don't know the history of it. I don't know. You can't argue with someone who has no idea about the subject. It's so frustrating.
Just say to him, look, hang on, I'm just going to ring my mate Simon, and I'm just going to ask his advice before I answer your question. unless he's a Liberal voter.
No, he's a Labor.
Ask him what his opinion on the Voice is.
Yeah. All right.
Seriously, and it's no one knows. Even my cousin. My cousin's the CEO of a native title group up in Kununurra, and she said to my mum, they were talking about it, and she said, Mum said, "What do you think?" And she said, "Well, there's not enough information out there to make an informed or educated decision in relation to this." But she said, "I'm still voting yes." And Mum said, "Why?" She said, "Because it's the right thing to do." How can it be the right thing to do if you don't know what the details are? You know, it's just.
Well, people believe in what they believe because they've been influenced by whatever they watch, and whether you're a yes person or a no person, it all comes down to who's been brainwashing you the best.
Yeah, and I don't care what people's politics is, right? But when it's something important like this, it's goes into the Constitution.
That's right, George.
Bobby Hawke could drink, but if this goes into the Constitution, it can't come out. You'll need another referendum to remove it. So as soon as the treaties come in, we're just going to be a white Australian is going to suffer. You're going to have an elite group of Aboriginal people. So you're looking at 30 or 40 people that are going to be up in the elite areas that are going to be making an absolute shit ton of money, and the grassroots people in the communities are going to get absolutely nothing from it. So it's not going to fix. It's not going to close the gap. It's not going to do anything at all. It's just Albanese trying to make something for himself. So forever they can say, "Oh, Anthony Albanese did this," and it's not going to be what he said, what he thinks it's going to be. Where it's going to be, everyone's going to, he's saved Aboriginal people. It's going to be, he's fucked this country.
Yeah. I agree with both Dominic and Harry. It's all brainwashing. It is. Even commercials. In fact, I listen to this radio station. It's called the Science Fiction Radio Station. It's a podcast sort of thing, and they play old radio ads from the 40s and 50s, and probably early 60s. Things like, your spaghetti ads and Heinz beans and cigarette ads and things like that. And you listen to these old ads back in the day, and you know what? They're just as brainwashing as the ads are today. Like making cigarette smoking a luxury thing, or taking certain types of medicine, or drinking this orange juice that they're advertising. Nothing's changed, eh? It's just, you always were brainwashed for the dollar, for the advertising dollar. That's all it's about. So it's quite amazing listening to some of these commercials that.
Camel, the cigarettes Camel and Marlboro used to have doctors saying they were good for you.
Yeah.
I had a doctor in Darwin when I was playing football. We used to call him Dr. Candy.
Yeah.
Because you could go in there and you could ask him for anything and he'd give it to you. He was an Indian guy, right? He used to wear no shoes. You'd walk into his office. He'd have his feet up on his desk having a cigarette in his office, right? Mm-hmm. And I'd go in and I'd say, "I need some Sustanon 250 for my shoulder," which is an anabolic steroid. And he'd prescribe it for me.
Yeah.
And I'd say, when do I come in and get the injections? He said, no, you go home and you do the injections yourself. So I could have been just wanting to get massive, because there's 4 different types of testosterone and stuff to them. And I said, well, I don't want to have it at my house. You know, I want to come in here and get the injections weekly. So if I put on muscle mass, it's not going to look like that's what I'm doing this for. All it was to repair a shoulder that I'd hurt playing football. So,
hey, I remember when I worked for Coles supermarket, and we used to go in the lunchroom, and there'd be ashtrays in there, and you'd have a cigarette in the lunchroom. Or work when I was a butcher apprentice. You'd have an ashtray at the end of the butcher's block where you're cutting the meat. People are responsible for their own health, so don't force anything on anybody. I don't believe. I think that it's just, I mean, some of the old commercials are amazing. Go to YouTube, you can watch some old stuff.
I love the old TV ads.
And you think, wow, times were different. Well, times were different, but it's still. I listened to a documentary the other day on the Union Carbide company in America. You know how they killed thousands of people, poisoned them in India. But years earlier, they had a mine in America somewhere where there's this dust that was formed when they were mining, and they had black people come in because they were the cheap labour, and they worked in this mine. It was only open for less than 2 years. But in that 2 years, 80% of the workers in there died from this lung condition they got from the powder from the mining operation, because there was no ventilation and all the other stuff going on, and the company just wanted to make more and more money, and it was a terrible story. But again, you don't hear about. I mean, I don't watch the news, and I'm curious. You watch the news. Are they talking about COVID and all their mistakes from what happened over COVID? Are there been any inquiries over the decisions made?
I don't watch.
Is that happening?
I don't watch a lot of news. I watch.
Okay, because there was some royal commission going on about some of the decisions over
they're trying to get the
COVID.
royal commission into Australia, but I watch a lot of stuff in relation to politics. I don't watch a lot of normal news. It's all just about Russia and all this crap.
They're still going on about that. Yeah. Well,
but I remember, you watch those old ads, right? And you watch the ads about chocolates or ice creams and shit, and you go, I did not know that I forgot all about them, because they just slip away. Like, I'm not sure if you had them over east, but we over in WA, we had these things called hazelnut rolls, which were just a chocolate coated ice cream that had vanilla, then hazelnut ice cream in the middle, and they were awesome, so good. And I was watching something the other day on Facebook, and someone actually put a photo of a hazelnut roll and said, "Do you remember these?" And I've gone, "Fuck, they just slip away. Like, no one knows they go." Yeah. It's like Pollywaffles. Pollywaffles just disappeared.
Pollywaffles.
Yeah. And they disappeared probably 10 years ago, and one company tried to bring them back, but the Roundtree or who used to make them said, "No, you can't do that."
You walk into a service station now and get fuel for your car, and when you walk up to pay, what do you see? What are you surrounded by? Chocolates, Kit Kats, Cherry Ripes, Mars bars, all this crap. Like, this is a service station where you buy fuel for your car. You used to be able to buy oil filters and oil and things like that. Now they've got a tiny little shelf in a corner selling that. And they're just selling junk. They're like a mini supermarket.
Yeah, because most of them are run by the big companies like Coles and Woolworths.
Yeah. It's the problem in this country. There's not enough competition.
No, it's like, I don't know if I said it last week, but, for us, Qantas had a $2.9 billion full year profit, right? $2.9 billion. Where do you think they get that $2.9 billion from? It's 2,690 million 1,000 million, right? $2.6 billion or $2.9 billion. That is a massive amount. Where do you think they get that profit from? The exorbitant fucking airfares they charge.
Yeah.
And they're giving their staff an extra certain amount of shares as a bonus, plus a $500 credit on their staff travel, and they're giving their frequent flyers 5,000 frequent flyer points or 75 status credits. And it's just like, how about you just drop the fucking airfares, champ? That little gay leprechaun who's running Qantas at the moment, can't wait till he leaves. He's going to walk out.
He's still there.
Yeah, he finishes this year, but he's going to walk out with at least $100 million fucking handshake when he retires.
Yeah.
It's just great. And that's what I was going to say. Yeah, Qatar. So Qatar Air, they want to bring more wide-bodied planes into Australia, which will to bring people in and take people out overseas and everything on holidays. But Qantas, the Australian government are saying, no, you've got a certain amount of planes that we can bring in. And these planes would have been going from Perth to Sydney, and they could have used that as a domestic flight like they used to with Ansett and Qantas and everything like that. But the Australian government's gone, no, that's not going to happen. You've got your limit of planes. But then, a couple of days after that comes out in the news, Albanese's standing there with Adam Goodes, big whinger, little gay leprechaun, and a bunch of other Qantas people with a Qantas plane behind them with a big Yes 23 logo on it. So why has Qantas gone and done this and politicised something? It's a private company or it's a public company. They shouldn't be politicising anything. They shouldn't be taking a stance on any political subject. But now, Qatar, this is all says to me, and this might be a conspiracy, but I don't think it is. They're sitting there saying, we're not going to let other airlines come in, so Qantas can have this monopoly, and you have to make sure that you vote yes, that you publicise us as a yes company. And it's just like fucking bullshit. And the same with Coles. I refuse to shop at Coles because they're politicising it. That's a public company. People shouldn't do it. So, yeah, that's right, Chunky. Chunky, come for the weekly review of the news, mate. I should do my own live, but I'm just talking about the news.
Yeah, this is a current affair you're watching here, and occasionally we do commercials on modelling. Between.
Anyway, I'm going to go because I have to go get my barbecue and everything into the car and take over to my mum's.
Yes.
So I will put a couple of shorts up tonight on this pork roast I'm doing. So pop over, leave some comments. I really appreciate when people leave comments on my shorts. Not my shorts that I wear, but my YouTube shorts.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll get that straight.
Would be awkward if people are writing comments on my shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, pop over, have a look. Pop over to Pete's channels, have a look at all he does, which is quite boring, but support him anyway.
Yeah, just play it in the background. You don't even have to have the volume up. Just let it play. I just want the watch times, Good.
Yeah, just get his watch his views up and his hours up and everything. Actually, do it to everyone. Just keep your computer running all day and just watch Boots. Watch Bilge. Watch Paul. I mean, Paul doesn't do anything, but get everyone's views up.
Yeah, I just cue mine up and leave it on while I go to work.
Poor Sue. Sue had to listen to my rant today. I'm sorry, Sue.
I got to go. Sue's on tomorrow. Is that tomorrow or tonight? It's tonight for Sue. To me, it'll be in the morning because it'll be in about 10 hours from now, maybe 12 hours from now. I think you'll be on. So get over to Ice Queen 7's channel, which you all are anyway, I'm sure.
Way too early for me, but I'll watch it later. Yeah,
and check out the Facebook page on her Facebook page because I put pictures of my little gorilla motorbike up there, and there's some really good photos going up. And I think Sue's got hers up there as well. 4:30 a.m. Yeah, that's me. I start at 4 a.m. So about half hour into my drive, I switch you on, and I'm there. Hey, Paul, I got an idea, Paul. I'll come past your place about 4:10. You can jump in and you come on the run for me with me and help me do my deliveries, and we can watch Ice Queen. Hey, watch Sue? No, probably not.
So half an hour into your run, you turn Sue on, do you?
That's it. I do. That's it. Yeah. But you're lucky I don't know where you live, Paul. I just know the suburb. I'll just be up and down every street hitting the horn. You'll hear me. All right, we're going.
All right,
we're going. See you all. Have a good week, and we'll see you next week. And we'll have Jace back. We'll drag him back here. All right. Bye.